Yes guys, welcome down to the channel, and today I'm going to be playing golf with a starter set. I'm in my friend's car here in Dubai. I opened the boot and there's a starter set of pin seeker golf clubs. I thought, do they really help a new golfer or do they hinder a golfer? Because obviously the R&D that goes into these clubs and the quality of the shafts, particularly in the woods, are never that good. Throughout this video, I'm going to give my recommendations on what I think new golfers should be gaming, and we're going to be trying out these pin seekers to see if they're any good. So straight away within the driver I can feel it's a very flexy shaft. It's a regular shaft, so it's going to feel quite strong. Let's just kind of slow myself down a little bit for the feeling. Oh, that's not a great start. I'll be honest, that felt awful. Well, first shot of the day has splashed in the right water, and it's a good job I've got a fishing rod to go and get it. Okay, so I've just dropped my ball. It's around about here where the ball went in. I'm going to be laying up now with a 7-iron. Now, irons in starter sets are usually pretty good, to be honest. It's your bog standard steel shaft, regular flex, a big cavity on the head as well, so plenty of forgiveness. Again, it's obviously targeting that new golfer, so you've got your weight dispersed between heel and toe, so giving you plenty of forgiveness. So I often say to people when they do get a starter set, it's all well and good because these are decent. So when you start playing more and more, the very first thing you should look to change is your driver and your hybrids, because they're the ones that, in terms of how cheap a set is in comparison to kind of more your premium range, they're the clubs that take the kind of the cheapest materials to kind of get the price down, but they're the first clubs that you should be replacing. The irons in the starter sets are generally pretty decent. Ball below my feet. It's a standard length club, so it's a bit shorter than what I'm used to as well. Oh, that beauty. Came out like a little rocket. Thoroughly enjoyable. Right, another wrapper coming off. I've got 170 yards now to the flag. I'm going to whip off the old 6-iron wrapper. Just going to hit a little punchy one with this. That's the one issue I'm probably going to have. I've missed that about maybe 10 yards right of the green, maybe a little bit more. I've absolutely ripped it, but again, because I'm faster and like to think stronger than using a regular flex, I leave the club stuck behind. So often what you find, I drop the club on the inside anyway, and because this has got so much more flex, the club head is now even further behind me than usual, and I'm going to be susceptible to that block. More of a kind of a push slice rather than an actual slice. Very much the same as what I hit off the tee as well. The ball started way right and then effectively kind of curved even further to the right hand side. So when I'm using this type of club, that's a silly thing for me really, because I've got to be a bit more wary of how the shaft reacts to my swing. It's just another thing to think about is when you're buying a starter set, if you're, I don't know, if you feel like you're quite strong, if you feel like you're going to be quite fast, even though you're a complete beginner, do look at the flex, because maybe after a couple of lessons or a few practice rounds or a few range sessions, you're going to start to overpower the shaft because you're stronger and you're faster than what that's going to allow you or want you to swing the club at. So even as a complete beginner, try and guesstimate a little bit as to where you might be in a couple of months' time. Again, it saves going out and buying more clubs or having to adapt in the wrong way to make those clubs work. So it's definitely food for thought whilst buying new clubs. And even if you're buying clubs for a friend, start to maybe think, oh, where will they be in the future? Is this a good enough starter set for now, and will it be good in 6 months? All right, so the wedges in these starter sets are pretty good. They've got a wide sole, so again, much more forgiveness, allowing you to use a lot more of the bounce. You would never try and open the club face on these clubs, because all you're going to do then is just push the leading edge higher into the middle of the ball, and let's be fair, that's not where we want to be. So they're kind of a nice big shovel of a head, loads of bounce, loads of forgiveness, a little bit heavy, and it's on the green. Not a great shot, I'll be honest. Greens here are looking absolutely immaculate, and I've even given you a beautiful view of the world's tallest building. Stays in view pretty much all the way around. This golf course is situated very close to the downtown region. Very popular golf course for those that certainly work in the downtown district. Okay, this for a, don't know actually, what is it? Well, it's a very light putter. All right, that's not bad. It's 2 putts. So 1 in the water, drop for 2, play for 3, 4 miss the green, 5 on, 2 putts for a 7. That was a gimme. 2 putts for a 7. And we move on to the next, which is a nice little par 3. Hopefully at some point in the video, probably the 3rd hole, we're going to get the hybrids out and talk about those as well. But hopefully you're enjoying this video. If you are, please do hit the like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, do hit that subscribe. Loads and loads of content coming to the channel 2023. All right, par 3 next, 220 yards. It's perfect time to whip off another wrapper. Harry, if you're watching this, how are you not smashing these drivers and woods on the range, eh? 22 degree, sits lovely. It does sit very nice. Nice matte head finish. Very, very nice looking club. But again, with a starter set, the torque in the shaft is way more than any other club. So for example, my shaft would torque around about 3 to 3.5 degrees. This one, if you hold the club like that and get someone to twist it, or you do it this way, you'll really feel lots of twisting through the shaft. And that's the cheaper shaft, okay? So that's why we get a lot more inconsistency, because during the golf swing at speed, the shaft, the head will be twisting around. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to control. Lovely little ping off the face. Should be on the green, that. Yep. A nice shot. Make sure I got my body rotating through that, smothered the ball a little bit so I didn't leave it stuck behind me with the regular shaft, but lovely little feel off the face. Right, the ball actually just finished, just off the surface. So I'm gonna go for the little pitching wedge chip and run here. So for beginner golfers, and I actually try to say that, let me take that back, because I use this shot as well. Get the heel off the ground, get the shaft a lot more vertical, and just play it like a little putting stroke. Pitching wedge or a 9-iron is ideal for this. Back, through, let it roll, and then just pop it onto the green. Got the wrong side of the slope, really. It's just moving from right to left a little bit too much, but pace was good. After quite a shaky first hole, this will be a nice par. Also for the video, I'm using a Strixon distance ball, just to really add to the feel. Bosh, nice up and down, nice par 3, what felt like very nice shots. Right, 3rd hole. So my recommendation to every golfer watching this is that a starter set in general are very good. They certainly get you rolling. They certainly get you into golf, and hopefully the golf bug really grabs you and you never want to stop playing golf, ever, ever. But what I would say, the driver and the woods, the hybrids are the first ones that need to be either changed, or why don't you go for something like a driver, a premium driver, like a TaylorMade, Titleist, Ping, Callaway, particularly Ping actually, because they've always made I feel like the best, most forgiving drivers for like the higher handicapper. And if you go for something like 5 or 6 years old, you pick it up for $60 to $100. Because why that's so much better is it's got a premium shaft and it's got a premium head. It's had the full R&D treatment, the full research and development treatment throughout it as it was going through its process of coming to market. And obviously at the time the biggest players in the world would have also used it. So it's a very, very good club, and it's better than a starter set driver. Oh God. That's actually not as bad as maybe my spinny over the head looked. It's going to spin itself, still in the fairway. It's 300 yards to reach the water. I was pretty confident that I wasn't going to reach. Just let go of that again, just stuck behind me. I do love the palm tree setup around this golf course. It just looks so good, doesn't it? Right, we're going to go over these 2 palms, or right through the middle of them, from 130 yards. I've got a pitching wedge out. Don't want to go long, but I'm just gonna, this should be just a nice, smooth, solid wedge. Nice strike. Little fade would be lovely. Just drop right. Yep, we're on the green. Played this hole in regulation again, struggled a little bit off the tee, struggled the control of the driver head. But once you get into the irons, spot on, no issue. All right, nice approach, nice big green. Green's like carpet, they're absolutely lovely. Right, any chance we can convert a putt? This thing just feels super light. More in the grip. Also, one thing you've got to be careful of with these starter sets is the grip's not on straight. If I just put it square, the face opens up by about 10 degrees. It's not ideal. Doesn't matter though, because we made a birdie. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe that is the trick. I'm gonna do that to all my grips now on the putter. Okay, this is a dangerous hole for me. Water all the way down the left. Big dog leg left. It's like a 90-degree dog leg to the left. I'm gonna give the 3-wood a whirl. Now, once again, Harry, gotta take off more wrappers. This back pocket's getting full. Now then, this feels like a really heavy head on a quite a whippy shaft. So it's gonna feel, does feel a little bit out of control, I'll be honest. I'm gonna go straight to the apartment buildings in the distance, the cranes. There's a lot of cranes in Dubai still. Very much under construction, this city. Right, out towards the right. Oh my word. It's actually gone straight. It felt like I was gonna push slice it again. It's more of a push with not much movement. So spinny. Probably gone no more than about 200 yards, that, honestly. It's so spinny up into the air. I told you, the iron's spot on, but the woods, hybrids, driver in a starter set are really going to be your weak link. Also consider this from like an improvement point of view. How hard is it going to be to improve with woods and hybrids and drivers that are really, really difficult to hit? I find them so hard to hit because the weight is it's so heavy in the head, so light and whippy in the shaft, you've just got zero control. Even if you know what your golf swing is going to do, or even if you don't know what your golf swing is going to do, you still don't have control of the golf club at all, or no feeling of the golf club at all. So I would urge everybody that's got a starter set, irons are great, putters fine, wedges are okay, go and start with the big heads. Replace them and you'll notice a huge difference. That tee shot literally went 218 yards, so spinny, so high, but I've only got in 135 yards. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna try a little punchy 9-iron again. So I'm gonna try and get a bit of a feel for how the half shot feels when you're hitting it. So like a half swing, not half swing, like a 3/4 swing. Ball position is going to be in the middle of my stance. The reason I'm also hitting this is I'm on a launch pad. So if I hit a wedge off this launch pad, it's going to go even higher and probably lose its distance. Now, with water between me and the flag, losing distance is not what I want to do. I pulled it a touch, a little bit over the back of the green. I hit it amazing, actually. I really crunched into it nicely, just over hit it, but good strike. Little bit of a pull, huge divot that now needs repairing. But again, irons, nice feel off the face. Guys, prepare yourselves for a very fast chip shot. From around about here, it is going downhill. Where you guys are right now is about 5 yards short of the water. If this comes out crazy hot, we're in trouble. But this is gonna be the final hole of today's video. So I want to say a massive thank you to Track Maidan for allowing me to film. Beautiful golf course, some really nice holes. Course in super condition as well. Right, let's finish with a par. Sit, 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 still sit. Oof, not bad. Like I said, this is a fast downhill slope, so it's rolled about 4 feet past. Hopefully we can finish on a high. And why not finish with the world's tallest building as your backdrop? Burj Khalifa, massive, absolutely massive. Right, dodgy putter grip. Come on, make me a par, please. Thank you very much. Okay, not bad. So I double bogeyed the first, Parred the second, birdied the third, parred the last hole. So very enjoyable golf course. Massive thank you to Track Maidan for having me down here today. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope it's been informative, educational and enjoyable. If so, please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. It does make a massive difference to the channel. And I will see you for more content very soon.